Process of removing the driver's side seat on the 4Runner here. You have 4 small panels that need to be removed to expose the seat bolts that are bolting down the seat here. This first one, you can take your panel removal tool, slide it under. If you give it a twist, it should pop right up like so. And then you want to get the other side, same thing. You got kind of like a hook panel that are hooking on both sides, so you want to release those so the panel can come up. Just like that, and then she can slide right out. I don't know if you kind of see here, it slides into this middle panel here. Slides right out like that. These are you got the 14mm bolt here. Same thing on the inside. On the front interior here, you got the same type of panel, so you just remove that one to expose the bolt. You can take your 14mm socket and remove these front bolts here. There's the second one. Now we'll move over to the back so I can show you how to release the back bolts. Okay, these are the 2 back panels that need to be removed. Same deal as the front. You just come in on the sides. You're gonna lift up on your panel removal tool and they'll release, exposing the 14mm bolt in the back. Then after you're done removing both of these 14mm bolts, don't forget, before you go any further, you want to make sure that your battery is disconnected, because you do have airbag harnesses underneath the seat, and you want to make sure that the battery is completely dead before removing those, or else you will cause some major problems in your computer system if you try to remove those while the battery is still intact. Okay, so right here we have the driver's seat tilted back. We've already removed all 4 bolts that are bolting it down. Show you how to remove these harnesses here. This yellow one's going to be your airbag harness. Remember to have your battery removed. I know we said it a couple times already, but it's very important that you have your battery disconnected before you remove this yellow harness here. So this one's going to be pretty easy. You're just going to pinch. And pull up. So this white tab, you're going to pinch it up like that and pull up. This gray one, you're going to pinch it in, pull out. Just like that. Same thing with the white one, has a small tab. You're just going to pinch that small white tab and pull out. There you have all the harnesses removed.
All right, Daniel's about ready to take the seat out. I don't know, you got to be really careful because obviously you've got paint to the right of, he's got paint to the right of him, and then we removed the door panel on purpose. That way we minimize the chances of scratching the door panel. So when you're bringing this out, you've got to be really careful with those with the rear seat brackets, because they're they're sharp metal. So he's going to basically get as close as he can to the front door and try and avoid it. We need to avoid contact with the paint. So anyhow, go ahead and jump in there, Daniel. Show him what it's doing.
It's also a good idea to remove this bottom panel here to avoid scratching it when you're pulling it out. Sometimes the bottom can get scratched up also, so it's not a bad idea to go ahead and remove this also. One less thing that can possibly be scratched up. So like Rob said, we want to avoid contact with pretty much anything here on each side, just to be on the safe side from scratching anything up. So what I'm going to do is when I pick up the seat, I'm going to come as forward as possible and then kind of swing it outwards. Just like that.